Hi, this is Anil. Welcome to Variables to PHP series. We are going to see PHP variables here, and number one thing we will understand uh, what is the use of variables. Okay, so variables are used to store information, and we can write the code like that: a dollar sign and a variable name, like I'm using here. After the PHP syntax, dollar sign, tutorial. Tutorial is a variable name equals to double quotation, and inside that I'm writing something, some string. Okay, and the string is the value of that variable. And for writing the string, we are using double quotation, and you can see the second dollar x equals to 5. For the number, we are not using double quotation because it's not a string, it's a number. And like that, dollar y equals to 11, dollar z equals to 20. Now we will understand the rules for PHP variables. We will run in rules. Okay, so number one, a variable starts with a dollar sign followed by a name of the variables. The second thing is the variable name must start with the letter or the underscore character. Okay, as I told you. And the number third, a variable name cannot start with a number. We can't start a variable name like dollar, any name with a number. Okay, these are the rules. Okay, and the fourth one, a variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. Alphanumeric characters, this mean that A to Z. Okay, from small to capital we can use the variables like dollar, small Anil. Okay, and or a number inside that. Okay, we can't start it, but inside that, like coders 21, we can use that variable. Okay, and a underscore. To differentiate the variable, we use the underscore. Like we are using three numbers, number underscore ONE, NUMBER underscore ONE, number one, like that we can use. Okay, and the number fifth, variables name are case sensitive, as is shown before that. The variables name are case sensitive. You can see the example here: dollar AGE in small and dollar AGE in capital letter are two different variables. Now we will go with variables scope. There are three type of variable scopes: local, global, and the static. First we will understand variables with local scope. As you can see the example of variables with local scope, we started the PHP and then we created a function. You can see a function space my test. Okay, and then inside that we written the variable $x equals to 5, that is local scope, because inside the function we declare a variable x inside the function. Okay, and it show the result, and then we run the function like this. as you can see the cursor. After that, we will see the another variable scope, that is variable with global scope. To write with global scope, we write like PHP $x equals to 5, and you can see we created a function myTest. Inside that we return echo. Echo is used to print any string or the variable. Okay, x function this, but it will not work. Why? Because you are using global scope, and as you can see we print the function, but it will not work. It will generate an error. Okay, and after that we are using echo to check will the inside function will work or outside function will work. Okay, and now we are going to use the global keyword, which is an important part of PHP. The first thing we will understand that the global keyword is used to access a global variable from within a function. Okay, so we started the PHP and using two variables, x and y, x with a 5 value and y with 10 value. We created a function myTest, and you can see how global variables can you write. Okay, so we first write a global space, then x comma y, then the variable become global. We can use the variable anywhere, okay, inside the function. Okay, and now we are using y equals to x plus y, and let's see it's working or not. We execute the function and test it's in echo $y, and as you can see in comment outputs 15. It will show the output 15. Okay, 10 plus 5 15. Alright, so the global keyword will work like that, and we are going to see every single thing in practical way in the next video. Alright, you can also write the global keyword as I written here. You can like this. Okay, I am using global xy here in a single line. You can also write $globals inside the bracket, single quotation, y equals to like this. Alright, and you can print in the same way. Okay, so both will be work. It's up to you what you want to use. Okay, and then we will go to the static keywords. This is the basic syntax of static keywords functions. We created a function myTest static, and then x equals to 0, echo x, and then $x plus plus. Okay, and you can see we are 3 times we are using myX function, okay, to execute. And do you know what will be the result? What is the use of static x? You can see we use the value 0 and print 0. It's okay, and then after print we go to $x plus plus. That's mean add plus 1. This mean add plus 1. So 0 plus 1 equals to 1. So you can see echo x, that means 0 will be print first time, and then again we declare myTest. So 0 will go again and it become x plus plus. Okay, and in x plus plus we declare 0 plus 1 equals to 1, then it will print 1. Then again you can see third time we are declaring the function go again, and now the value is x equals to 1, and again we are using x plus plus, which means 1 plus 1, that is 2. So the result of this code will be 0 1 2. Okay, and we will see the practical way in the next videos, and in upcoming topic we will cover echo or print.